To many, Dale Earnhardt is the greatest race car driver to ever live. With 76 Cup wins and 7 Winston Cup championships, he defined 2 decades of NASCAR racing. But even for drivers who define a sport, they have defining moments themselves in their careers. So today, we are going to be looking at these moments for Dale Earnhardt and the 10 best wins of his career. At number 10, we have the 2000 Cracker Barrel Old County Store 500. While his 1993 Talladega win that timed in at 5/1000ths of a second was closer in margin in victory, in my opinion, this 2000 victory at Atlanta was more impressive. RCR came to fight in this one, and while the 3 car finished first at the end of the day, it was the 31 car that dominated the race. With 20 laps to go, Mike Skinner looked to be on his way to his first Cup win. But as fate would have it, his engine would expire and relegate him to a 30th place run. And this handed the lead to Dale Earnhardt, who would have to hold off eventual season champion Bobby Labonte.
Quad oval. He took a look to the inside. Couldn't make the move. He'll head for the top side of the racetrack in turns 1 and 2, but Dale Earnhardt maintains the lead down the backstretch for the final time. Labonte right on the rear spoiler.
And Earnhardt goes in high. That's going to leave some room for Labonte on the bottom.
Here comes Labonte making a charge. They come toward the line. Who will it be? It is going to be.
I don't know. I don't either. But look like Earnhardt just by a little bit.
Number 9, we have the 1990 Checker 500 at Phoenix. Phoenix and Dale Earnhardt don't seem to be like a synonymous pairing, but that was the case in 1990. Locked in a dead heat for the championship with Mark Martin, Earnhardt needed a strong run in order to eat into the 45-point lead that Martin held. He not only bit into it, he flat out ripped it away from his 31-year-old adversary with a victory. A clutch victory, one of the most clutch in his career.
Can just hold on for about 3/4 of a mile. Where is Mark Martin? There's Earnhardt. Martin, well, there he is, trying to hold on. He's still being shown in the 9th spot. Not quite going to do it as he's trying to catch Ernie Irvan.
Terry Labonte blew an engine across the start-finish line as he got the white flag.
And Dale Earnhardt will come out of turn 4 and take the checkered flag to win the Checker 500. Earnhardt's Goodrich crew celebrating. There's Richard Childress.
The win saw Earnhardt both lead 262 of 312 laps and take the title lead by 4, a lead that he would expand to 26 points at the season finale in Atlanta the next week. Number 8 is the 1987 Sovran Bank 500. This Martinsville race on its own isn't an all-time great by any means, but what it represents for Earnhardt is absolutely incredible. This was his 4th victory in a row after he scored wins at Darlington, North Wilkesboro, and Bristol. What's even crazier is that if he doesn't have an alternator trouble at Atlanta after leading 196 laps, he would have had 7 victories in a row with this win. Truly an amazing feat. Number 7 is the 1993 Coke 600. This race expressed the never-give-up attitude of the Intimidator better than possibly any other race could. It was an uncharacteristically sloppy race for the RCR bunch. First, he went a lap down for speeding. Then, he was penalized another lap for purposefully crashing Greg Sachs. Then, the madman comes charging back, takes those laps back, and takes the win. If that's not impressive, I don't know what the hell is. Number 6 is the 1995 Brickyard 400. The inaugural race in 1994 was one that just about every driver in the sport wanted to be in and win, and Dale Earnhardt wanted to be the first one to actually just lead a lap at Indianapolis under racing conditions. Well, he nearly junked the car and ended up not winning, but the next year, after a 4-hour rain delay that actually made the race have to not be aired live, Earnhardt came back, beat Rusty Wallace, and as many will quote, was the first man to win, while people say Jeff Gordon was the first boy to win. Speaking of Jeff Gordon, this win also was big because it helped Earnhardt stay in pace with Jeff Gordon in the title hunt.
Final time in 1995 at Indianapolis, and the interval remains about the same. About 7 or 8 car lengths. Dale
command of the Brickyard 400 as he enters turn number 3. And there is no battle at the moment for second position as Dale Jarrett has settled back behind Rusty Wallace. And now for the final time, they come through corner number 4. Dale Earnhardt enters the straightaway and looks for the checkered flag this time. And he sees it. Dale Earnhardt has won the second Brickyard 400.
Number 5, we have the 1979 Southeastern 500 at Bristol. This was Dale Earnhardt's first victory, and that makes it important to start with. But the fact that this is only Earnhardt's 16th start, and he wins at a track as incredibly challenging as Bristol, just proves how good he is. He lapped all but 2 drivers in this win. He beat Bobby Allison by 3 seconds, and Darrell Waltrip, the master of Bristol, finished 3rd. He led 163 of 500 laps and introduced a crowd of 26,000 to who the next NASCAR dominator would be. At number 4 is the 1987 Winston. This is in the midst of his historic 1987 title season, and Earnhardt at this point is basically unbeatable. He won against Jeff Bodine, and he basically was the guy who won in that. And then he went against Bill Elliott, and he won in that and ended up winning the race. But that's kind of the condensed version, super condensed. What everyone remembers about this race is his battle with Bill Elliott. And what they remember with his battle with Bill Elliott is the pass in the grass.
Tim Richmond, but he closes again right in behind Earnhardt, coming down off turn 4. And Earnhardt loses it, goes on the grass, comes back, and Elliott goes inside. And Earnhardt still got the lead. Incredible piece of driving by Earnhardt. 7 laps to go.
Number 3 is the 1999 Goody's Headache Powder 500. This is a Bristol night race, so you know it's got to be good. Tony Stewart, a rookie at the time, and Terry Labonte dominated this race. They led hundreds of laps apiece. It was their race to lose. And Earnhardt was running up front as well, but was not anywhere near as good as the 2 dominators. Well, late in the race, caution comes out. Dale Earnhardt is out on old tires, leading the event. Terry Labonte, the guy who was dominating it, is on fresh tires. There's only about 5 or 6 cars in the lead lap, so it seems like if everything goes right, it's a guaranteed win for Terry. But again, he's going against the Intimidator, so that probably wasn't a good idea.
Terry Labonte on the inside of Mark Martin. He goes by.
He's got 4 new tires.
Mark Martin had 2 new tires, and Ricky Rudd goes by him. Drops Mark back to the 7th position. And here comes Labonte by Gordon. He's moving.
Man on a mission.
He really is on a mission. And of course, he has those 4 fresh tires, as you say. If he can get by Stewart, which it looks like he will.
Man, oh man, look at Labonte go. He's got 2nd, and they're coming up on 2 laps to go.
He's going to catch him. Can he pass him?
This might be deja vu all over again, but in reverse.
And Labonte inside of Earnhardt. He taps him. Going into the 3rd corner, he gets way down on the apron of the track, coming to the white flag. There's a leader change, and Labonte takes the lead.
And meanwhile, Ricky Rudd trying to...
Oh, and Earnhardt spins him out.
Oh, man.
And Tony Stewart is involved in the crash, as is Mark Martin, Sterling Marlin, and several others. Dale Earnhardt takes the checkered flag.
Terry got into me in the middle of 3 and 4, and I was going to get back to him and just rattle him. I wasn't going to wreck him, but I got to him and he turned him around. So didn't mean to really turn around, meant to rattle his cage over.
At number 2 is the 2000 Winston 500 at Talladega. Now this race is pretty much the first of the golden era of plate racing from the early 2000s. The package was absolutely perfect. Guys could get huge runs on each other. They could race side by side all race, and there really was no dominant driver. Parity was everywhere in this race. And this race was caution-free for the first 104 laps. You wouldn't see that today or really ever in the last 15 years. But these guys did it. Well, with a couple laps to go, Earnhardt is in 21st. It's looking like it's a lost day. It's looking like it's over for him. the Intimidator can't even get that many positions. Well, he can, and he did, and he charged to the front. And it's something that fans to this day will still talk about.
Wow. You see him motioning. He's motioning the 55 car of Kenny Wallace to give me a bump. Come on, Kenny, give me a jump.
And Earnhardt is going for the lead.
And listen to this crowd of 170,000 strong.
Richard Childress, both these cars running round 2 as he comes for the white flag. Oh, Earnhardt loose. Dale Jr. out on the inside, but he's getting it back in. He's on the apron of the racetrack, Ned.
And Earnhardt Jr., he saves the race car up almost against Bobby Labonte. Dale Earnhardt Sr. has come from 17th spot in 4 laps to lead it on the final lap.
But Kenny Wallace is in second spot, followed by
his teammate,
Joe Nemechek.
Nemechek was the pole sitter, and Kenny Wallace has likewise never won a Winston Cup race. 3 Chevrolets on the final lap at Talladega. $2.7 million and $1 million bonus for Dale Earnhardt if he can hang on. The no ball 5 contender, Mr. Restricted Place, Dale Earnhardt comes down and will take his 10th career victory at Talladega.
At number 1 is, oh, good, for the love of God, you guys all know it's the 1998 Daytona 500. I can't really put into words how big of a race this was for Dale Earnhardt's career. So I'm going to leave you guys off to finish this video with some clips from that day to show just how big this race was. Not only was this such a huge moment for NASCAR and for Dale Earnhardt, this was just a giant and great sports moment overall. So without further ado, to finish the video, here is Dale Earnhardt winning the 1998 Daytona 500.
But Earnhardt has a benefit. There's a slow car up ahead.
And there's trouble coming off of turn 2. Some cars get strangled. It might be this. Whoever gets back to the start-finish line, they'll get the white and the yellow together.
Lake Speed and John Andretti tangle as the leaders head for turn number 3. Andretti and Spencer got together.
This could be the Daytona 500. Bobby Labonte goes to the outside.
Labonte up high. Earnhardt uses the lap car of Rick Bass as a pick. 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration. Dale Earnhardt will come to the caution flag to win the Daytona 500. Finally, the most anticipated moment in racing. If John Elway can win the Super Bowl, Dale Earnhardt said he could win the Daytona 500. And if he comes around under caution to complete this final lap, the taste of long-awaited victory will be his. Checkered flag. Dale Earnhardt finally is a champion of the Daytona 500. Look out on pit road. Every man on every crew has come out to the edge of pit lane to congratulate the man who has dominated everything there is to win in this sport, except this race until today.